Sorry about that, guys. Hello again, it's King Fusion. Welcome back to more Paper Mario at the Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we made it to Glitzville and got a few fights after noticing that someone told us that there's an egg outside the Glitzville area. In this episode, we're going to do that. So, the first clip I did this, I thought I was going to be cutting ahead for the Yoshi color. I wanted that was going to be orange. Well, I think what we're going to do is wait 9 minutes by trying to do that. When the clock hits about like 9 minutes and 30-ish seconds. Yeah. We're going to have this, hopefully if it gets me the right color, I'll cut ahead and see what it is. Because, if we don't get the color we want, then I'm just going to move on, guys. I really don't care. But probably on my save, extra save point or save file, we'll just get the one I get off screen and then move on. Yeah, because I'm gonna only say this. It's probably just gonna be green by default, but on my separate save file, I'll get it off screen and overwrite the previous save file on the one we're doing right now, and then have that as the mandatory one. So, just bear with me, guys. I just really don't care. Will you shut up? Anyway. How the fuck did you float up here, Flurry? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, before I deleted the previous clip to start this episode, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to whack it. Let there be hot dogs! No. Help the little guy out, damn it! Give me a sec, guys. Alright, I'm back, sorry. I had to take some Tylenol because my head was starting to hurt a little. I apologize, guys. And we can let it follow you. Alright. Let's check out our items real quick. Yeah, we're gonna be just fine. Anyway. Yeah. I was hoping to cut ahead until we got the Yoshi color, but like I said, I'm gonna get that off screen and then overwrite the previous save file while we trying to move on with this. Because after the 5 fights, we're gonna end this episode off here, and then on my separate save file, I'll overwrite that for this one. So yes, I will put a time tracker off screen. I'm gonna calculate how long it took me to get the egg to get the one I want. Oh, we're going to the wrong door. Ah! Silly me. Anyway, moving onward. Sorry. Allergies are a pain in the ass, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go. Let's get the mind bogglers out of the way. Or, I mean, the bandits. Boy, using my hammer. Okay. Normally, these fights are always random. Like, for the way Grubba says. So, nope. I love how either Mario or his partner goes that way. That's kind of funny. Anywho. Yes. Wow. We got some new enemies for Glitzville, guys. Bandit and Big Bandit. there's one more set of the bandits that we'll get into later, but the bandit, he steals coins from you. Up to 5, I think. The big bandit, however, steals a random item out of your inventory. If you don't defeat him, either of these guys will flee if you don't defeat either of them. So, just bear with that. The worst one that we'll get to later, you do not want to lose. So what I'm going to do is not use my hammer. I'll get it to clock out later, but I just don't want to do it in this episode or two. Woo! One try! Wow! I do want to take out one of the big bandits first. There we go. Now, if I can time this right to Super Guard, I'll be happy. Not. I got it. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna use my jump. Too easy. We just beat them without taking any damage. I feel happy. So, the rank to get to the major locker rooms, we had to try to beat the Iron Adonis twins. But the problem is, we don't have a way to defeat them at the moment. Not quite yet. We'll try to do that in this episode before we end it off. Yeah, we're not going there, dude. Alright, we're gonna move on for the Mind Bogglers next. And you know how I hate that fight. Okay, well, this one will be easy. I'll cut ahead on this battle, because, we've seen these back in Chapter 2. I love doing that. Alright. Swear the next fight does not let me use my hammer. That's going to be a problem. Or not use any FP, that is. Aw, you really care for us, don't you, buddy? Alright, moving on. Let's see what our next match and what our skill is going to be. Punk Rocks. Oh, the Hyperballed Cliffs. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's easy. That's easy. I hope you guys are ready for this. Now that's new. Sorry, I was looking at my notes for an enemy that doesn't appear to be a fightable thing in Glitzpit later, but I'm not sure really. Anywho, meet the Hyperballed Cliffs, guys. This is not the last time we're gonna see their kind. Oh no, 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 no. There will be another one later on in Chapter 4 that they're gonna be more devastating. These guys have a charge attack. A charge-up attack that their attack goes up by 6, so meaning their attack for Adding 2 equals 8. That's why they're called hyperbolic cliffs. Yeah. But another one of their kind that's also the same name will also be, no brainer. I'm not kidding, guys. They're a little more powerful than these. But the funny thing is, if you find a way to either explode them or flip them over with your Quake Hammer, their defense goes down. So, that's really nice. I don't care about this bingo, really. I rest my case! Just got my FP back to 3. That's kind of funny. Like, in other words, back to full. Yeah, I didn't feel like using a special move, because that would have been pointless. Alright. Oh, we got more money. Nice. Alright, well. Turns out we might not see, Oh. KP Koopa's not here. How sad. Anyway, moving on to our next match. The Bomb Squad. This is it. At least get damaged 3 times. Okay. Well. Let me check my badges real quick. Okay, well. I did not mean to hit you, Flurry! Get out of my way. Alright, well, this is gonna be a bit crazy, guys. So what I'm gonna do is have these guys attack me 3 times in 1 turn. However, there may be 4 of these guys. They're a little tougher than in the first game. Because their attack is not 1, it's 2. And they have a defense. So, what I'm going to do is have Mario defend. Oh. That third guy's going to actually use as an item. I didn't see that he had a repel cape. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now, I can start wailing on these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Koops. Just missed that. Alright, I think this one's gonna miss that guy. No, it didn't! Cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, what? Wow! I really thought these guys can really not hit me. Never mind. Well, we got that going now. So, this is kind of a weird thing, guys. We are now on the way to go to, well, oh, we got a new guy here. Well, we got a swooper here, but I'm not sure if, I don't think he will be in this matchup here in this chapter, but I believe, if we wanted to redo this chapter just for fun later on, I might be able to see if he is a fightable, opponent. If not, we will find him in chapter 4. So, just bear with me, guys. Yep. Yeah, I don't... My God. Yep, we are on rank 11 at the moment. So, our next opponent's the... Well, nice to meet you too. But wait until we fight you in Chapter 4 instead of this one. Come on. Okay, I want to rest up right now. Alright. I'm not gonna save yet until we get this egg to hatch. Funny enough, I have a little short story to tell you guys. This egg was not hatching after it ran away from the Adonis twin fight until I had to do it a second time. But when my rank went down, I had to do another fight that wasn't the Iron Adonis twins. That was kind of stupid. I had to do that again and then have this one hatch. That's kind of weird, huh? Alright, here we go. Well, dog by cats if it ain't the Great Gonzalez. Fix it for a final. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, you're gonna love this. Your next opponent is rank 10 of the Glitzpit, the Iron Adonis twins. That's right, you're darn tootin'. You're finally gonna make a go at the major league, son. Sorry, excuse me. We're expecting great things from you, so don't you go letting us down now. Now listen here, son. In this battle, be sure to use a partner skill at least once. Yeah, whatever. You know, we don't have a way to beat him! Sorry to spoil it, but regardless. Y'all seen other people's LPs, so y'all would love to see what I'm gonna do. Excuse me. This is one of my favorite parts in this, scenario, guys, but... not just for us being the Great Gonzalez, no. Kick at their iron tails. Do they even have tails? Just perfect, thanks. Alright, well, here comes our toughest foes. Iron them out. Whoa, are spikes legal? No. Yuck, yuck. Your challenger's real confident, boys. Yep, he's talking trash. Iron Adonis twins, he said. More like Pepper Dog-Faced Bros, and they stink. And then he said, I bet they just play video games and cry when they lose. And yeah, and then he said, Howdy belly buttons running their families stinkwads. And so on. Yep. What? How does he know Mom has an Audi? That jerk. We're gonna blend him up into a smoothie pallet, then we're gonna drink you. Oh, one more thing. Only smelly stinkwads call it other people's stinkwads. Understand, stinkwad? Simmer down there, bro. You, stinkwad, you're gonna regret opening your yap out. We didn't even say anything to you. You're just thinking of what the promoter is doing. I'm not going over the bios at the moment. There's only one thing we can do. Gabella, I hate to tell you, we can't beat these guys. Now, we all know for a fact that our Yoshi's gonna be, yeah. Okay. Wait, what? I'm sorry, excuse me? That color cannot be right. Let me look at my notes. I'm sorry, game. I thought we were gonna get orange, and I would have moved on. But instead, we get pink. Never mind. Well, never mind, guys. I wanted to get the orange one so I could make a funny pun out of that, but this works better. I gotta think of a name for him that I might know that's not a name that's Pinkie Pie. Hell no. Give me a minute, guys. I want to think of something fun. Yeah, the way I wouldn't like the name is because of how people cook their salmon into that color. Alright! We got our next partner, guys. Our pink Yoshi, salmon. So what we do is ride him. We can now fast travel with this. Not like a teleport thing, no. Just by moving around faster than running. Plus, we can also hold A to float and go across on the air for a short, brief of time. And then we can stop riding him by pressing X. How nice is that? Yes, and now with the ground pound and gold, we can now take on the Iron Adonis twins. I think, actually, that's a good place to stop. I was hoping to try to get the orange Yoshi off screen, but that would have to be between how the battles go in, like, during the whole minutes. So, I'm sorry I lied about that, guys. I thought I was hoping that the only egg catching was just due to minutes. It was actually during the battles itself. But if y'all have another theory for that, let me know in the comments. Anyway, it's a good stopping point, guys. Next time on Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, we take our lovely partner, Salmon, aka Pink Yoshi, into the fight against the Iron Adonis twins. See you guys then.